Hey guys, what's up? It's Muaaz here and welcome back to another video. So after seeing the success of all my OBS streaming guides and always getting asked in chat whenever I stream, I thought it'd be a good idea to actually make a video on how you can grow a streaming audience on Twitch or really whatever platform you're using to stream on. So now more than ever, it seems like everyone wants to try giving streaming a go, and honestly that's a great thing. I love that we have more people trying to join the gaming space, but the thing that actually separates people from actually succeeding on Twitch or YouTube or whatever they're using and the people who don't is if they approach it all with a good structure, and honestly that applies to basically anything you do in life. You can't just grow with whatever you're trying to do without actually thinking through a plan on how you want to build your audience, and this video is basically going to be a guide on how you can get started and build your stream from the ground up. I know I made videos like this a ton in the past related to growing on YouTube specifically, and I do want to say that I don't know all the answers, but I do think I've gotten pretty far for myself, so I thought I'd share some of the tips that I've learned along the way. And I truly think this can be one of the best videos for people who are looking for advice on how to get started with streaming. But if this video does end up helping you guys out at all and you want to see more videos like it, please remember to hit that subscribe button. Also, here's a post notification shout out from my last video. If you want to be featured in any of my videos like that, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell icon, and then comment below saying you did it. But other than that, let's get on with the video. Also, hit that like button if you do enjoy it. Alright, so first things first, and it's something I always mention for people who are starting out on YouTube, starting out on Twitch or whatever, and that's that you can't just start off aiming way too high, because then you're just putting yourself in a position to let yourself down in the future. And trust me, I know that there are a lot of people who work really well by putting themselves under that kind of pressure, but in reality most people don't. So what I'm saying is try setting some short-term goals for yourself. You don't want to try aiming for a 1,000 viewers average right off the bat. You should probably aim for being able to hold maybe 10 viewers and then move on to 20 and then 50 and then 75 and just keeping working your way up, if that makes sense. Because if you do it that way, then you're not going to be discouraged because you're not at 1,000 yet, but instead you'll more than likely be motivated because you're that much closer to your next short-term goal, whether it be going from 50 viewers to 75 viewers or whatever. So basically what I'm saying is you won't be able to build an audience just overnight, and I'm sure you already know that things like that almost never happen. It's insanely rare, so you need to make sure to manage your expectations. And trust me, I know how dumb of a tip that sounds but I want to start off with that one because after being in the scene for so long, I can promise you that it's one of the biggest reasons why so many creators end up failing on YouTube, they end up failing on Twitch, Twitter, whatever you name. And the reason why is because they expect too much and they never put themselves in a position to actually go through the grind and the hustle to get to where they want to be, so they just end up giving up. Now this next tip is something that I always mention whenever I go live on YouTube, and it applies to YouTube, Twitch, or whatever streaming platform you prefer. And I know for a fact a lot of people who aren't truly about this grind are gonna hate me for saying it, but it's honestly just to not start streaming right away. And the reason why I say that is, let's say you're a brand new streamer on Twitch, right? So absolutely no one knows who you are, so you're literally starting from 0 followers, 0 subs, 0 everything. So that means you're gonna be in a huge pool of streamers with 0 viewers watching you. And we all know how Twitch works. Whenever you go to a category or a specific game, the Twitch page is presented to the viewer in a chronological order of the people who have the most viewers at that time. So now you have to think about it. If you're a random Twitch user looking for someone to watch, you're probably not going to want to spend a bunch of minutes scrolling consistently down all the way to the bottom of the Twitch page just to find someone with 0 viewers to watch. You'll either end up clicking someone in the first few rows, or maybe scroll down just a bit, then find someone you enjoy watching. So to combat this, I would say the first thing is to make a YouTube channel, make a Twitch channel, make a Twitter, even an Instagram. And I know a ton of people who try doing YouTube or Twitch, they don't even use these social medias for some reason, and honestly that's a huge mistake. Literally think about it. Those are the 4 main social medias that almost every big streamer uses and posts on, so it's obvious that it's working, and it's definitely something that you should do if you haven't already started doing so. Now the thing that I already mentioned about Twitch is how hard it is to get noticed when you're starting out because you're already so far down at the bottom. And the thing that's different about Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is that your chances for discoverability are way higher because of things like your tags, your descriptions, your titles, your hashtags, literally you name it. Those tools that I just mentioned right now, and I mentioned them in a ton of my other videos too, but those tools help people with even 10 subscribers rank higher than someone with 1,000,000 subscribers. And trust me, I know you're probably thinking that I'm lying and talking straight BS right now, but I've personally done it many times, and I know people who are way smaller than I am right now that I've been able to outrank channels 10 times their size. So trust me, this does work. So when you make all those social medias your Twitter, your Twitch, your Instagram, all that stuff, the thing you need to do is start pushing out content immediately. And you always hear bigger content creators talk about it, but content truly is king. And now for some people, they have this perception that if you upload normal gameplay videos or something of you playing and that's it, you'll end up growing a ton. And I feel by now everyone should know that barely anyone is going to be able to grow, because who's going to want to watch a small creator's gameplay video, especially if they can just go and watch a bigger creator's or a bigger streamer's gameplay video who's probably better at the game anyways. And the best way to grow in the gaming scene, and I know for a fact that it works, is because I've helped a ton of my viewers with this, and I've even helped a ton of my friends with this, but it's to make instructional videos, or really just videos that could be used in the long run. And these kind of videos could be guides, and an example of this is the weekly Fortnite challenges that come out, because the people who upload those videos every week, the how-to videos on how to complete this challenge or this challenge or this challenge, they pull easily thousands of views every single week, and some of them only have 10 subscribers. You could even do like tips and tricks videos, and if you want like a Fortnite example, you can do a video on maybe like how to win with whatever new gun comes out like every other week. Like they're always releasing new guns. You can make a video on how to build faster. You can make a video on how to win like build battles, even like Fortnite late game strategies. Like there's literally a ton of stuff that you can make content on, but the thing is you need to actually take the time to sit down and think about like the things that a normal viewer would actually be searching up on YouTube. And now through doing that, you should be able to build like a small audience around you. And I know I'm using like Fortnite as an example, but literally whatever game you want to build an audience around, do it for that game. Like think what a normal like viewer for that game would be searching up on YouTube, and make videos that would actually like meet that demand. So now by doing that for a while consistently, you should have been able to actually build like a small YouTube following, and you can do the same thing or like similar things on Twitter and Instagram as well. And you can post highlight clips of you playing your game on Instagram or on Twitter, and whenever you do that, just use a ton of hashtags so that you have a chance of like showing up higher in like other people's searches. And just make sure that whenever you are doing that, like post your link in like your tweet, your Instagram post, just so that people know that you're gonna start streaming soon or whenever it may be. And the same thing kind of applies for YouTube too. Like in those like descriptions, make sure you link your stream and even mention it in the video if you want. And one thing I do want to quickly say is that if you just upload content and expect a ton of people to like actually watch it without using those like hashtags on Twitter and Instagram, or without doing like tags and everything else on YouTube, then you're literally just setting yourself up for failure. Like trust me, like there's literally almost no chance that you'll actually be able to grow without using those things in the beginning. So now through doing this for a while on all three of these social medias and always linking off to your Twitch or whatever stream you use, ideally you should have been able to build up some sort of a following on those platforms. And of course that's only going to happen if you did everything right, and by that I mean as long as you didn't get lazy and you kept pushing out good content that people would be searching for and things like that, and you used like all the tools you had available for you, so like your thumbnails, your hashtags, your tags, your titles, descriptions, all that stuff. That's going to help you out tremendously. So anyways, back to like that talk about small audiences. And so once you've been able to do that for a while, you should have been able to build a small following across your social media. And because of that, you won't have to worry about having like random viewers have to scroll all the way down on Twitch to find your 0 viewer stream, because you're already gonna have at least a couple of people watching you. And the reason that you have a couple of people watching you is because you're able to benefit off the discoverability of YouTube, your Twitter, your Instagram, by using tags, descriptions, and all those things that I already just mentioned a couple seconds ago. But anyways, one thing I do want to mention before I do forget, and don't worry if you don't know how to edit or use thumbnails or make thumbnails or anything, because there are thousands of tutorials, and even I make some of them myself, that you can just sit down and watch on YouTube, and they'll teach you how to like make a thumbnail from scratch, how to make a thumbnail without Photoshop, how to edit videos, how to learn how to edit videos, how to do fades, how to make a montage, all those things. People have already made those videos on YouTube, so don't worry about like not knowing how to do that. Like I didn't know how to do that when I first started out. Ninja didn't know how to do that when he started out, or literally anyone you name it. Like no one knew how to do it straight from the bat. Like they all like started off from zero and they learned along the way. But anyways, after being active for so long on your social medias and being active in the community, you should have ideally been able to grow some sort of a following. And by being active in the community, what I mean is like you would look up like small streamer Discord servers, or like follow a bunch of other small streamers who play the same games as you play. Maybe like join some like, I don't know, Fortnite forums or Skyrim forums or whatever game you play, and just like do your best to actually like get yourself out there and meet new people, because that's only going to help you out in the long run. And when you meet new people, you'll like gain more of an audience and things like that. Like you'll help each other grow is what I'm trying to say. Also, one thing I do want to mention, and I know for a fact a ton of people have probably paused the video a few minutes ago, probably scrolled down and typed in a comment saying that they've been making a ton of content for so long and they've been doing everything that I've said for a long time and they're still not getting any traction or any viewers. But the thing I have to say to that is that you're either just not using the tools provided to you like the efficient way, like your tags, your hashtags, your titles, your descriptions, your thumbnails, all that good stuff, or honestly like your content just might suck. And sometimes it helps to hear that. Like really take a step back and evaluate your content and compare it to like maybe a bigger content creator. Like is your content up to par with how it should be? Like would you say that you would watch your content over like your favorite YouTuber or something like that? And if the answer is no, then you have to work on it. Like that's the reason why you're not growing, is because you're not making good content. It's literally as simple as that. But sometimes a lot of people don't realize it right away. You have to take a step back and actually like judge yourself. I do that at least once a month. Like I take a step back, watch some of my older videos and see how I can improve myself, and I try to like work on that as I make a new video. Like trust me, I know what it's like to put in work for a long time and not gain any results, but try switching it up or watching other people you like and see what makes their content better so that you can be inspired to make upgrades as well. Anyways, moving on to the actual streaming part of it, and I know I keep talking about it, but ideally you should have built like a small audience by now. So what I would do from here is just start streaming, but don't force yourself to do like 6-hour-long streams or something like that straight off the bat. And I'm saying that like don't even do those 6-hour streams even if you're going to be playing for 6 hours, because at most I would do like maybe 2-hour streams per day on a consistent schedule for at least maybe somewhere between like 3 to 5 days. If you can do every day of the week, then definitely do it, but I think 3 to 5 is great for someone who's just starting out on Twitch or YouTube or whatever it may be. And the reason why I'm saying just do 2-hour streams a day, even if you're going to be playing for 6 hours, is because if you try pushing those 6-hour streams, or really anything more than 2 hours, you're basically wasting your time spent that you could have been making and uploading like quality content that maybe even hundreds, if not thousands of people would have actually ended up watching. And realistically speaking, like those 6-hour streams are, oh sorry, I just hit my mic, but realistically speaking, like those 6-hour streams are probably only going to have like 5 to 10 people watching, since you're just starting out. And instead of pushing out those long streams, just like I just said before, you could be making YouTube videos that probably hundreds of people would end up watching, because you'll be able to like use the things like your tags, your descriptions, your thumbnails, and all those things. Like I know I keep saying it and I sound like a broken record, but trust me, like that's how everyone blows up on YouTube. They use those tools to their advantage. And one smart way to grow your stream is by, first of all, of course, mentioning it on your like YouTube and your Instagram and your Twitter when you're about to like go live, and giving the viewers like maybe an incentive to actually stop by and watch it. So an example that you can actually do personally, and I do this sometimes, that I'll actually play with the viewers who stop by during my streams. Another thing is you can say that you'll be talking to everyone in the chat who stops by. And another like great way to get people hooked onto your content is like through random giveaways here and there, but I personally think those are like insanely iffy. And the reason why I say that is because if you're able to like get people hooked onto your content through these random giveaways, then honestly like that's perfect. But if your entire channel is like based off of doing a giveaway like every single day and something like that in hopes of like trying to get people to actually stop by and subscribe, then you need to realize that those people are probably not going to come back when you're not doing a giveaway. And trust me, that can be like incredibly frustrating, because you're gonna have a ton of like inactive subscribers who are just not clicking on your streams, and you have no one else to blame but yourself for that situation. So use them as a way to like test the waters. Like use giveaways as a way to test your waters. Like maybe do like a $10 V-Bucks giveaway like every other week or something like that, just to test the waters, but don't build your whole channel around it. See if you can like bring some people in, but after you bring them in, see if they stick around when you're not doing giveaways, and if they don't, then don't keep doing giveaways. It's kind of as simple as that. One last thing I do want to mention, and this is something that's helped me grow my following a ton for being like a streamer and YouTuber, and it's gonna help out a ton of like small streamers and small creators as well. But when you're a small creator, like one thing you need to like actually like realize and put it in your brain is that you can talk to literally every single person who comments on your videos, who messages you on Twitter, on Instagram, or even talks in your live chat. And you literally like have the ability to, and like have the advantage to be like more personal with your audience. And that makes people want to like keep coming back. Like I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of my subscribers on like a really good personal basis. And I know myself that I love watching streamers who actually like talk with their chat, because I feel like I belong there when they actually notice me like talking in the chat, if that makes sense. So personally, if I'm able to talk with my chat when I have over 100 or however many viewers consistently watching and like talking in chat, then you shouldn't be missing like any comments or any messages or while you're streaming, or literally anything either. So Twitter messages, you should be responding to all of them, your YouTube comments, your Instagram DMs, like your live chat, literally everything. Respond to it, even if they're just saying hi, like say hi back, things like that. Like it's gonna help a ton. It's gonna make people want to like actually keep coming back and like watch your content. Like I personally still go and respond to every single comment I get on my video like throughout at least the first week that it's uploaded. So if you're watching this video like right now during the first week that it's out, scroll down a bit and you can probably see that most of the comments that someone's commented have been responded by me, and probably even have like that little like heart thing or whatever. But of course, like if you're someone like Ninja, Tfue, Pokimane, or like whoever, etc., like their chat is moving so fast that they can only respond to some of the messages that they actually see. Whereas like people like you and me, like we should be able to respond to most of the messages that we see. Basically, like what I'm trying to say like through this tangent is like don't try acting too cool to talk to your viewers, because bigger creators don't do it when it's literally how they got big in the first place. Like when they were smaller, they talked to every single person in their chat, they built that personal connection, and that's how they got bigger. So just because they don't do that now doesn't mean that you should also not talk to your chat as well. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't know why it took me so long to actually say all that though. When I was a smaller YouTuber, and I'm not saying I'm that big by like any means, but when I was like way smaller, I would go to like my creator studio on YouTube. I'd go to like view all my comments that I got for that day, and I'd respond to every single one that I got. It was like a perfect setup. Like I'd go on Spotify, turn on some Drake or whoever I wanted to listen to on my music, and put on my headphones and just respond to every single comment when I had my free time. It was an advantage that I had at that time because I didn't get as many comments as I do now, but when you do stuff like that, the viewers truly do appreciate you that much more, and they want to come back because they know that you're gonna at least see their comment and actually probably even respond to them. And honestly guys, like I'm not even kidding, I made a ton of friendships with people who were once just my viewers on YouTube. Like I'd go and respond to them whenever they talk to me on like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube comments, whatever you want to name. Like I'd always talk with them, and I ended up building like a good friendship with them. And now some of them I talk with on a daily basis on Discord, some of them I actually play Fortnite with every day, and things like that. Like that's how I built a lot of my friendships that I have today. So trust me, like being active with your community is gonna help you out more than it's gonna hurt you. Like I promise you. Also, since we are talking about my Discord server right now, I should have it like linked somewhere on the screen right now. It's just like discord.gg/Muaaz, and I should also have it in the description below if you do want to click that. It's like a great place to like meet new people to like actually play with, make videos with, maybe collab with, or talk about video ideas with, or just talk about like general things with. Honestly, like I loved going in my Discord server. I'm active in it. I talk in it like every single day with the people who are active in it. So definitely check it out if you want to like talk with me or like maybe meet some other people in my fan base. But anyways guys, I'm not really too sure how long this video is going to be. I'm looking at my recording right now and it's 36 minutes long, so I have no idea how long I was able to how much I was able to actually condense it. But anyways, that's going to be it for this tip video. I think I covered the best ways to how to actually grow and establish yourself as a streamer on YouTube or Twitch or whatever it may be. I do hope you guys all did enjoy the video, and if you did, please remember that like button, share this video with your friends, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you aren't already, because we are on our way to 200,000 subscribers, which is crazy to think about. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.